Hello, and welcome to another paint night with me, Chris, aka Mini Wargamer Chris, aka Hey You. Tonight, I'm just going to be working on a little bit of stuff. I have got a few models. Of course, I forgot to turn that down. How do I turn this down? How do I mute this guy? Oh, oops, wrong one. Never mind. So, back from the new year. Gonna do a regular way of the brush this Saturday, I don't know, what is it, like the 5th or 6th. Gonna do a giveaway special. So, spread the word. Gonna have a few things to give away, a few prizes here and there. Been a while since we did a giveaway, so we're gonna do that. I can see Skull 4552. Hello. Hope the new year was well. I actually was kind of ill most of the new year. My son had went to Pittsburgh to catch the Steelers game versus the Patriots, which was like back in like the middle of December, and you know, he had a lot of fun. But I knew he was going to come back and bring a bug back with him, and he did. And so I ended up coughing and hacking my lungs out the entire holidays. My wife and daughter and son, everybody was sick in my house. We're all just finally starting to get better right now, but that's okay. So all in all, everything is good. We're back to normal, so to speak. And so I'm going to be doing the regular shows. I was planning on doing shows from home over the holidays, but, you know, just didn't happen, you know. Wasn't really feeling it. So I did other modeling projects I had on the go, and so, yeah. Damn, this blue text. I can't read what this blue text says. Oh, it's Ryan Ironwolf. Howdy. Hope you're feeling better for sure. Yeah, thank you. Skull. Yeah, that sucks. Bug's been spreading. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm feeling way better now. It was just like a little cough and everything like that. But one of those kind of coughs where, you know, like your stomach is just like your muscles are all sore in your stomach from just like constantly hacking, and you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're hacking, and you know, it just sucks. It sucks. So, anywho, yeah. So I'm just doing a little bit of painting tonight. I've got a few things on my desk that I do need to take care of, as I will. Well, I guess I can switch cameras now. I suppose, right? Let's switch cameras here. Go out of frame here for a moment. There we go. So, actually, let's adjust the focus there. And let's try it around there. Yeah, we'll leave it around there. That looks okay. That looks good. I suppose that looks good. So anyway, yeah, do a little bit of painting, get some work done. Maybe answer a couple questions. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully everybody's hearing me okay. It sounds like nobody's complaining about the audio, so everything sounds like it's going well. So I'm working on Eldrad here. I was showing in a few previous videos before my efforts on him. I recently used this guy in a quick tip, and basically re-livening up this cloak that he's wearing. Initially, I had started it off black, like the whole model off in black, and then with the airbrush had built the gradients up of red, and it was rather dull. And so I actually used some of this ink and just kind of rebuilt the color up like that. And I actually really liked the look. It actually built the color up really nicely. And I was actually toying with the idea of pushing this, because like this cloak here, it's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but the cloak is really kind of light gray. I use like a lot of like Space Wolf gray and such to achieve it, and I wasn't 100% behind that. And maybe I'll use a little bit of black ink, thin it down, and maybe I'll push those shadows back a bit more. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do right now. Yeah. Then I gotta remember, I can't remember if I used Celestra Gray for his helmet, because I gotta finish off his helmet. It's not quite done yet. I'm pretty sure you Celestra. Yeah, it's Celestra Gray. That's Celestra Gray. Of course that is. So, it's the new year. And hopefully everybody, Santa Claus was good to them. For anybody who, celebrates Christmas and such. And for some of you out there who don't, hopefully it was a good holiday if you do have holidays and such. Otherwise, good to be back in the swing of things, as it were. I'm just throwing a little flow aid into that, just to help with the flow, as it were. Johnny Wraith, there he is. Holy man, Johnny Wraith. Been a while since I read that name. How's it going, buddy? Hopefully you've been getting some painting done. And if not, well, hopefully all is good with you all the same. All right, let's grab a bit of this ink here. Basically with the inks, all you're doing is you're just glazing in like the normal fashion. Although I probably should push the color up. Yeah, I probably should push the color up. Leave the highlights down here. Yeah, I'm liking that way better already. It's going to make the cloak really kind of dark, but that's what I want. I want to have, kind of dark robes and such. But I'm already liking that way more. Way more. Way more. Yeah. I think I know like there's a lot of painters and such out there who do use inks and for their painting and such on a normal kind of basis. And I've not really done it much myself, but in the last few hours that I've been playing with the inks on my model, and I've had these inks for ages. I have other inks for like drawing and such because I do other artistic endeavors, and yeah, I'm kind of digging the look I get with these things. So yeah, if any of you guys out there played around with using inks on your projects, like proper inks, I'm talking like proper drawing ink, like this is what I'm using right here. Let me get it in the frame for y'all. That's what I'm using right there, and I used that on the cloak to bring back that nice red luster to his cloak there. And I'm digging how it's pushing the color back more. Like I didn't touch this robe that hangs down in the middle here, because I'm thinking that I'm probably going to do that white. So I'm probably going to do the Celestra Gray there, and I'll probably do that cloth that hangs here in Celestra Gray, because I also have these parts in Celestra Gray that kind of come down off his cloak. It gives him that whole priestly kind of look, right? But yeah, I'm kind of digging this. I'm just going to put some more shadow in the underskirt here, just because. Yeah. You know what? That pushed that down enough that I really kind of like how that looks now. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that a lot more now. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it for that. I mean, you guys can't tell, but I mean, that was like really light gray. Like that was really light. Johnny Wraith. I have actually really need to get off my ass and send some pics. I'm working on finishing up a Razor Wing jet fighter as we speak. Cool. Right on. Yeah, you gotta send some pics, man, because I love seeing your work, man. I mean, Johnny, like your work. I mean, I was actually showing somebody a few weeks back how like some of your earlier pictures that you had sent in, and then some of your later ones, and how it was very obvious how you had progressed, in just like a short time. And so I'm not saying that's that has anything to do with me, but it's impressive to see that we can see from the first time you sent a picture to the latest ones. And so everybody who sends me pictures on somewhat of a regular kind of basis, I think it's awesome because I get to see how you guys are progressing and things like that. Like it just it's just really cool. All right, so we're grabbing some Celestra Gray, and we are going to grab our work brush here. Here's something that should be in everybody's toolbox: is a work brush. A brush that's just kind of, he's an older brush, and he gets relegated to like just grabbing paint and mixing and things of that nature. Let's throw it right here. That'll be fine. And let's grab, let's grab a little bit of medium here. Grab a little medium, just thin that out a bit. Just a couple degrees. Yeah, we'll stay with this brush. I've actually been playing around with these brushes more. We got these ones from the Games and Gears. These ones that they separate and you can close them up and everything. Been playing around with them a little bit more lately, just for something to do, something to try. I have been liking how they have a nice soft bristle to them, nice soft sable. I think that's what it was. It was because I was doing more glazing at the time, and I knew that these had more softer sable to them, and so that's why I switched to using these ones lately. Just because been doing more glazing, and the softer sable is much better for glazing. I mean, you can glaze just fine with synthetics and such, but personally, I prefer to use sables. Just gives you better control. Feels more like watercolor. Often mention like when we're breaking the color down in these thin consistencies that it's like watercolor, working with watercolors. But it really is. It's when you're breaking these colors down, way down like this, way down. Sorry if I go quiet and concentrate. I'm not very good at walking and talking at the same time, kind of thing. Holy Clumsy Juggler's joining us. Basil Shimko, is that what we say it? Shimko? Yeah, Basil. It's Basil. Talk to Basil every so often. Talk to him on Discord. Good fella. Of course, he's a regular commentator. No, commenter. There we go, commentator. What is this, the NFL? Commenter. It's always fun talking to him. Oh, right, I got to do more of the helmet here. That's right, I forgot to do the helmet. So what other projects are you guys working on? Anybody get some fun stuff for Christmas? Everybody get what they wanted for Christmas? And if not, well, then don't blame me. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't tell on you. Even though some of you guys have been bad little monkeys, I'm sure. I've had this model since this model came out, and it's only now that I'm kind of seriously getting to him and get him done. I'm obviously not painting him like his Uthwi color scheme. I'm painting him more of a Samhan type color scheme. Red, black, and white kind of color scheme on him. Just because I can, really is why. That's the only reason. Now, oh yeah, he's got this little thing on his belt. That's a little sash on his thing. That's got to be gray as well. Not doing this guy to any particular standard or anything like that. It's not like I'm, entering him for a competition or anything like that. More or less just a good tabletop standard. Whatever that is. I kind of don't even know anymore. I don't even know. What's a good tabletop standard now? I have no clue. Sorry if I fall out of frame and such, but got to get those little awkward points. Let's get that. Okay. And I'm going to thin this down just a little bit more here. Let's grab a little bit here. Yeah. Just want to fill this color out more. What is this robe part called that hangs from the loins? It's not a loincloth, is it? I keep calling it a loincloth, but I don't think that's what it's called. I have no idea. None whatsoever. And if you guys know, please let me know so that I don't keep looking stupid. I mean, I'm okay with looking stupid, but come on, guys. You guys gotta get my back once in a while here. Like, I don't want to look too stupid. Get some more up there. Kind of just ending abruptly up on his neck here. Yeah, that's the ticket. Any other comments here? Basil. Actually, I watch Twitch shows quite rarely since they're late. Yeah, that's right, because Basil, he's over in the good old Russia, and so it's pretty damn late for him. Skull just got a whole bunch of lovely BA and our Blood Angels and Space Wolves. Got a picture of it on Discord. Oh, okay, yeah. Is that you that posted that picture? I saw that. But like your whole workbench. Like you just posted it like just a little while ago. Yeah, I think I saw that already. Clumsy Jugular working on learning some 3D modeling. Interesting. And also getting my airbrush set up for art and minis. Awesome. That's awesome. You're gonna have to send me a picture of what you get done, like as far as art. I mean, like I'm curious to see what you'll do with miniatures, but I'm more curious what kind of art you're gonna produce with the airbrush. I'm really looking forward to that. If you'll send it in, of course. If you don't, well then, never mind. Just never mind. Let's get a little space there. Get it there. Oftentimes, too, that's why we want to use some of these longer bristled brushes when we're painting, because that way we can creep the bristles up into details. Like this little part that, like the little wraith bone thing that's dangling, is not connected to that sash. Sash? We'll say sash? Is that what we're going to say, Clumsy? Sash? Yeah? We'll say it's a sash. I wonder if I can turn the brightness up. The image, I don't know. How does the image look? Oh, the image looks okay, I guess. I was kind of wearing my one screen. The picture looks really kind of dark. Oh, Skull, you're Enforcer. Okay. Gotcha. Basil, that cloak is beautiful. Thank you. It's the product of a bit of airbrushing and a bit of layering. So, you know, the more techniques you know, the more you can employ them to varying effects, things like that, you know. You're not just, you know, just an airbrush guy or just a blending guy or layering guy. You're, you know, you can do it all. You're a man of many tricks. Sorry, I'm just building up all these layers on this thing here. I mean, I probably could have got it in one go with Celestra Gray, but you know me, I like to build the layers up a bit. Build a nice smooth coverage. You know, take your time, enjoy yourselves, relax. You know, not take it too seriously. Or serious enough as it is, anyway. Anywho. How's that look on that side? Yeah, it looks alright. Alright. So, yeah, I'm mostly happy with the sash. I will read a comment. Basil, always at Skull. He's talking to Skull. Used to have a Twitch account with my usual username, Basil Shim, trademarked, but then apparently got hacked, deleted, and I can't name my new account the same. Oh, that's crappy. What's happening?
What's up?
You can say hi.
Hi.
Well, you can. They just see your neck.
Oh.
There you go.
Hi.
There.
What are you streaming on?
What do you mean? What am I streaming on? Computer.
Oh, it's on Twitch. I
Yeah.
tried to find this, so I could harass you. I couldn't find it.
Well, I posted on Facebook and Twitter and and Discord. I put it. No, wait, no, I didn't do it on Discord. I just said I was going to on Discord. I didn't post a link on Discord. That's right. Oops.
I guess I can't technology, right?
Yeah. Technology. All right. What should I do for a shade for
Pink?
Pink? What?
Pink.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Shut up.
Paint my stuff.
Paint my stuff. You paint your own stuff.
You paint my stuff.
Paint my stuff, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shut up. Now we're gonna use some Dark Reaper for shade.
Ew.
Ew.
Fancy.
Look, well, it's the same thing I did with my, you know,
Things?
the things
Yeah.
that I painted.
Nailed it. Jet bikes?
Jet bikes. My conclave. There we go. The conclave.
Stupid conclave.
You haven't faced them yet, have you?
I know what they do. Dumb.
But you haven't faced it, though.
No, it's still dumb.
They're not that dumb.
They're dumb.
Yeah, until you use them. And then you go, oh, these things are friggin' fantastic.
Brimstones.
Brimstones. Yeah, Cork is a little salty about Brimstones getting nerfed.
Yep. Anybody want to buy 150 brimstones?
What was I doing? Yeah, I was going to make a shake. Damn near forgot what I was doing. Yeah, we'll take a little Dark Reaper here. We'll slap it onto the palette. You just gonna sit there like a parrot all evening, or?
Well, I'm working up the energy to go outside in the cold.
Ah, gotcha.
And then I'm gonna go home, have a shower, and go to the casino.
Ooh.
It's casino night.
Wednesday's casino night?
Wednesdays are casino night, apparently.
Apparently. By yourself, or?
No, friends and I go.
Cool.
Take $20, play it. So.
Don't chase your money.
I'm always chasing my money.
Quark, quark, quark.
I just got $100. It's $100 I can now turn into like 1,000.
You truly work.
If I put it on a bet where my odds are 10-1 and I win, that's $1,000.
You certainly work on junkie economics, don't you?
I should write a book.
You should write a book. Junkie.
You're a junkie. Look at your hat.
Why? What's wrong with my hat?
Makes you look like a junkie.
Nick Fink made this hat for me, and I love it. It's great.
It's a very nice hat, but it makes you look like a junkie.
How?
On the topics of junkies.
On the topic of junkies.
No, topics. You gotta sound something.
Okay.
Can't think of the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good talk.
Great talk, everybody.
Great talk.
We don't have much of a chat going on. How many people are?
We got Basil, Enforcer, Clumsy Juggler, Johnny Wraith, somebody else.
Is that 15,000 people watching?
No.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
I don't know what I'm reading here.
What are you reading? What are you doing? There we go. Let's throw a little shade on there. Let's see how one side and then the other side. So now we'll do the same thing on here. This is a fun way of shading for white without, going too far down. Oftentimes, a lot of people have issues with, shading white and, getting something to look something, kind of natural. Now, of course, the shading scheme that we're kind of going for here is more of a colder kind of shade, as we're sticking with light grays and, with the hints of blues, rather than going with something, along the lines of, browns and yellows and such. Holy Hollywood.
I'm sorry. I'm popular. People want to go.
Yeah. Quirk's going to end up owing somebody money by the end of the evening.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. You're going to be in a back alley eating a copious amount of penis. I know it. Copious amounts.
Sorry, I was texting somebody. Did you say something important?
Yeah, and that's why, because you didn't heed my warning.
I did not heed your warning.
You did not heed my warning. Yep. And so that's why. That's why you're going to end up eating penis tonight. Because you didn't heed my warning. You're just going to end up... And let's do just the top parts of these shoulders here.
All right, well, I'm off.
Okay, bye.
Any bets you want me to make for you?
No. Don't make dangerous bets with men with big scary scars.
Where do you gamble? Night all.
Night all.
I'm assuming there's more than just you there.
Yeah, just me.
Good night, everybody. I hate you, Chris.
What? I didn't say anything. All right, so we threw that shade on there. Hey! Throwing pens at me now. Probably the one you had in your hoop. Was toying with the idea of bringing that shade all the way down the jacket here, but nah, we won't. Just trying to speed up some of the drying there. Skull. It's just Chris talking to all his Eldar again, but Quirk will never know. You know, Quirk will never know. Because, you know, Quirk loves to make good life choices. Oh, man. To be young again. Too much there. There we go. Didn't need that much there. And yeah, we'll leave that as such. We'll leave that like that. What else can we do while that's drying? What else? I guess we can talk to the comments. Basil, Chris, have you ever tried Vallejo brushes? What's your opinion? Can you compare them to Army Painter ones? Well, as it would happen to be, I happen to have. Oh no, it's Army Painter. I have a couple Army Painters actually, and I do have. I have used Vallejo brushes, so I got a few here. Now these ones here are their synthetics. Do I have any of the sables? I do have a sable. Yeah, looks like sable to me. The regiment brush, but anyway, and I do have Vallejo, but I don't have any Vallejo. Sable hair. I only have the Vallejo synthetics. And the Vallejo synthetics, I mean, you know, like I don't like anybody who's been listening to me rant on for a while knows that I'm not a huge fan of synthetics for most of our painting needs. I prefer sable-haired brushes because they're more akin to watercolor brushes. Well, they are. And most of the time when we are working with the colors in very thinned out states, it's pretty much like working with watercolor. And I don't know, I just find I get a better draw with sable brushes rather than synthetics. Now, mind you, when working with, say, you know, more chemically active type paints, lacquers, you know, nail polish, any of these kind of base paints, I always use synthetics for that job. Just because, you know, there's no reason to use the sable hair brushes for those jobs because the solvents needed to clean the brush are just going to kill the bristles anyway, and you know you don't want that. So that's why I often, when I'm into a good glazing session, I'll use my sable hair brushes. The synthetics are often whenever I'm playing with more solvent-based type paints, like lacquer-based paints, you know, things like that. But otherwise, no, I prefer sable-haired brushes to synthetics. But there is a place for synthetic brushes, and I mean, Army Painter Vallejo brushes, they're all good. They're all fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I've not used the Vallejo sable brushes though. I've only ever used their synthetics. And often for me, they get relegated to, you know, dirty work rather than the usual nicer kind of painting, you know. So, Basil, hopefully that answers your question. Johnny Ray, Chris, in what Discord channel can I share the stuff I'm working on as we speak so you can see it? You can share that in the Work in Progress channel. In fact, I'm going to put my Discord over to Work in Progress right now. Oh, you're posted. Oh, you already posted it. freaking sweet. Oh, those look really cool, man. Yeah, I'm looking at Johnny Wraith's. You have to email me those, Johnny, and I'll show them on Way the Brush. That looks really cool. All the icons on the vehicles, is that all free-handed? Because I see you got paints on your wet palette there, and so I'm just wondering if that's all, if that's all freehand. Otherwise, they look awesome. Dark, sleek, looks nice and smooth. Looks really cool, man. Looks very cool. Oh, I guess I can minimize that just in case you're posting other ones. But yeah, so yeah, you can just post them in the work in progress. I encourage everybody that's on the Discord channel that when they're posting the pictures, post in the work in progress. Yeah, I just see that, Johnny. Oh, excuse me. Basil, and what brushes do you use for usual painting? For usual painting, I use Citadel. Like I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the show, I've been playing around more with these Games and Gears brushes. They don't have the same firmness as the Citadel. The Citadel ones, the hairs have a bit of a firmness to them. These Games and Gears ones, they don't have that same firmness. They feel very, very soft, and which is why I've been glazing more with these brushes. I've been doing more, more glazing, right? So, but otherwise, most of the time, like all my detail work, I still just use, artificial brush. It's Citadel, I have Winsor Newtons and, stuff like that, and, where's one of my Winsor Newtons? Yeah, look at it here. Here's one of my Winsor Newtons. I still have it in the tube, for God's sakes. This is my 00. Yeah, I've never used this brush. I have never, ever used this brush. I bought all three at one point, and I never used it. Of course, too, good thing to have on hand as well, if you can, is, multiples of artificial brush, It's good to have, just in case one breaks down on you or something like that, and, you don't have to go trucking out to the store to go get another one or anything like that. Just head to the store or just head into your stockpile and, Of course, if you're always taking care of your brushes, you'll get a lot of life out of them anyway, right? Johnny Wraith, it's a mix of stencils and freehand. I did have to fix a lot of the stencil stuff. Oh, okay. So initially you were laying, say, the icon down and then kind of just laying the base coat down and then just come in and just clean up its edges kind of thing? Is that what we're talking about? Pretty cool. All right. This guy should be pretty dry by now. Good enough. So we are going to go back to the Celestra Gray. And we're going to break this down into a glaze. And we're going to glaze a little bit. We're going to do just a little bit of glazing. I mean, I could mix this, take, say, a bit of Dark Reaper and mix it in and make a highlight color, but meh. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Get a little bit of Lamian medium. Johnny Wraith. Paint kept seeping under the stencil. These are the Follow Hobby stencils. Is that the vinyl ones? The sticky back ones? Because I didn't have that issue with them. I found those to be pretty darn good. Or was it because maybe the stickiness was gone away? Like a lot of the tackiness was gone? Yeah, the sticker ones, yeah. Yeah, because I've used those stickier ones before. When I did the Harlequin transport there. Star Reaver? Anyway. Yeah. Johnny Wraith, maybe because of the surface, since it is not really flat anywhere. Interesting. And so now we are just going to glaze up some highlights here. I suppose I could have just wet blended this. Or maybe just feathered it. Now that I think about it. Because now I'm going to have to build up some layers here. Sorry, I'm going to move my chair around here. So I have to build up some layers here. Yeah. Now that's looking all right. Try not to get too nitpicky about it. Like I said, I'm just going for a good tabletop. I'm not going for golden demon here or anything. Do they have golden demons anymore? I don't even know. I am going to put together a piece for Crystal Brush this year. I'm keeping it somewhat on the down low as far as what I'm doing, so you guys aren't going to really see a lot of updates on whatever my project happens to be. And that is intended. Johnny Wraith, you don't get the problem where you have those raised ovals, the things that get painted as gemstones in Eldar, and then the paint goes under the stencil masking tape. Yeah, see, with the vinyl though, like the way I adhere to the model is I'll start on the top with the vinyl, and then I will slowly on one side conform the stencil downwards, and then with something kind of soft, like the end of a pencil or something like that, and just work the stencil into that corner around that round part. Because yeah, like when I was doing the Harlequin here, we'll just switch gears here a moment. When I was doing the Harlequin here, and let's see here if I can get a good view of it. Let's turn around the other way here. Yeah. So when I was doing the Harlequin's diamonds, I'd laid the stencil down up here first, and then worked it into that recess, and then worked it over the thing. But you can still see, yeah, there's a couple points where there was still a little bit of overspray where the stencil did lift up a bit. I didn't really fret that too much on this, but yeah, I could see for icons you want to, like, you know, do something a little bit more, a little bit more sharper designs. But I mean, for overall, I really like those stencils they create. I think they're pretty darn good. I definitely would have to get some more off them. Let's push the highlights up this way. Yeah, let's push it up to the top of the helmet here. Maybe on this thing here, just the top. Yeah, we'll do the inside of his face black. And then let's do the outside or inside curvature. Excuse me. You know what? Let's do the outside curvature, I guess. We'll glaze the outside of that. Like so. Yeah, we'll try and mask up that little boo-boo I made there. Yeah. Johnny Wraith, as much as I try to run the back of the brush and the mask to make sure that no paint goes underneath, it always tends to happen to me. Yeah. Again, too, especially if you've used the stencil a few times, the tackiness will kind of kind of leave. But otherwise, I mean, like, it still looks great. I mean, you know, it's not like, oh no, Johnny, you could have done so much better. It looks really great. And if anybody wants to know what Johnny's talking about here, you can join us on Discord. If you're not already joining us on Discord, just head over to the Work in Progress gallery. You can see Johnny Wraith's efforts. You'll be impressed by his work. He does really great work. Let's catch the top of this here. Let's get some contrast going. Catch those little doodads. Yeah, we might as well put an edge on that. Comments. Basil. Do they award you with an actual crystal brush if you are the winner, or is it just a fancy name? They do actually award you a crystal brush. It's like a little statuette. And so it's this glass statue. It's actually kind of nice. It looks kind of classy, and I mean, but I think really the big one, which has made the crystal brush so popular, is that it has a very large cash prize. Well, it's got I don't know if it's cash, but it's $10,000 to the winner, to the overall winner, which is, no small chunk of change. Just for painting up a mini, Get yourself 10,000 cool ones. So, yeah. Now, mind you, I'm not really, chasing the $10,000. I mean, I'm not likely to win anyway, just because a lot of times, a lot of projects that do place very highly, some people, they've been working on them, 2 years, so, but you never know. And I mean, I'm still going to enter. I'm going to do a piece because I haven't done a proper competition piece in 15 years, 16 years. So I figured I might as well put something in, make something, that I'm deliberately, wanting to showcase ability, right? But otherwise, like a lot of times with competitions, it's like I'm not really one for competitions, but I am, but I'm not. I mean, I don't know. Like with painting competitions, I'm not too concerned about them. Painting or otherwise. Like I've competed for a long time in my youth. I was track and field, and I wrestled when I was in high school and everything, and I got my accolades in those arenas. I don't feel like I need anybody's praise, anything like that. And to be honest, I feel like I feel quite lucky to be in the position I'm in right now, where here I am. painting miniatures for a living anyway, which is the goal for a lot of people. They want to paint miniatures for a living. They want to turn their hobby, their passion, into into something that can pay the bills. I'm already doing that, and do I do I need awards to already do that? I mean, I'm already in this spot, and I've already been doing this for 5 years now, and you know, I mean, if somebody really wanted to, replace me, bring it on, you know. But who knows? Maybe that kind of thing might light a fire under my ass, and you know, the competition will take over again, or my competitive side, I should say. Who knows? But anyway, so as it is, and I mean, like, if I, if I won, a major award or something like that, I'd probably feel like the bottom was about to drop out. I think is what it is, really. I am a firm believer in karma, and I'd feel like the rug would get pulled out from under my feet shortly thereafter winning a large prize like a crystal brush or something. So that's why I don't sweat it. I don't sweat it because I consider myself lucky as it is right now. Here I am painting and talking to you guys, and you know what I mean, like, and I consider myself lucky. And I really, I'll do it for fun, but it's not like it's not like I'm going in thinking, oh, I have to win because I'm Chris, I'm Mini Wargamer Chris, or something like that. Like that's not even a factor. It's not even a factor. And it's just good not to have a big head about such things anyway. Because what's that expression? All glory is fleeting. All glory is fleeting. And who knows? The bottom of this could drop out tomorrow. You never know. You just never know. Let's switch to a detail brush here. Get to some of these little tiny little folds. Yeah. Leave that for the moment. Time we had here. Holy man, we've already been at this for an hour almost. Comments. Where was I? Basil. Have I won any awards for painting? Miniature painting? No. For miniature painting? No. I was first picks in Golden Demon like ages ago, but otherwise no. But back in the day though, they didn't offer, because I think they used to offer like a button or something like that, or a pin or some crap like that for like for being like a first round pick or some crap like that. Anyway, that's as far as I've ever done. As far as Golden Demons were concerned, as far as like painting competitions for miniatures or anything like that, no, I've never entered. Again, just not a huge issue for me. I mean, for my actual painting, no, not really. I mean, like, again, I for me, painting is art, right? It's an art form. It's a form of expression, and You know, when you enter a painting competition, like when you're talking like artworks and stuff like that, like, you know, it's it doesn't make a lot of sense. How can you judge expression? How can you say this person's expression is first place compared to this person's expression being second place? You know. Now, if we were judged by the technical merits, sure, you know. But again, I mean, like, it's just technical. I mean, that's just muscle memories. I mean, that's experience, right? And it's no, I usually don't get myself all bent out of shape on this stuff. I mean, like for myself, my artwork, you know, I've had my work published. You know, I well, last year, year before, last year. One of my paintings was on a national magazine. I thought that was cool. It was the cover artwork for the magazine, um, which was, you know, an honor, right? Um, yeah, but otherwise, yeah, I don't, I don't stress about such things. I'm not like worried about who's painting and who's the better painter or anything like that. Because I know there's tons of people who are way better at this than me. I wouldn't even dispute it. Wouldn't even dispute it. Comments. Clumsy Juggler, I still have to figure out Discord. It doesn't play well with Linux. It runs, but it bogs down a system. There is a browser, I believe, version of it where you can view it through the browser. You don't have to install it. You can just, you know, run it through the desktop. But maybe that's what's maybe slowing it down. Maybe you had to install. Because if I'm pretty sure there is a Linux version of Discord. But either way, I can't say. Basil, do you have any favorite miniature painters or not favorite, but the ones you just follow on social media and stuff? Yeah, pretty much just the people I follow on social media. Miniature painters. I mean, like I was always a big fan of Mike McVeigh when he was painting for Games Workshop. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, he really is, you know, the granddaddy to a lot of this stuff. You know, a lot of these concepts and, you know, things like that. And, you know, basically everybody's just rehashing his initial lessons. I mean, you know, the benefit of being first, you know. But I mean, yeah, there's plenty of other artists out there, you know, who do fantastic work. Like I see some of the painters like in what is it, Painting in Putty and Cool Mini or Not, and you know, like they do some fantastic pieces, you know. Couldn't even fathom how long it took them, you know. And I used to be a fan of like miniatures that had a very kind of clean appearance. But as I've seen more, a lot of these, like some of these French painters and stuff, and some of these, I think they're Spanish, a few of them, where they have more of this kind of more painterly quality to the paint jobs. They'll have some smooth blends, but then they'll have just simple instances of just laying the color down, just straight onto the model. It has almost like a sketchy kind of look to it. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of that. Because you can see more of the brushstroke in the miniature, and in fact, in some instances, it actually kind of plays into the feeling of the model. You know, when you have this more hands-on look, and I think too, a lot of people are just kind of getting really kind of tired of seeing a lot of airbrushed miniatures. And I think that's really what a lot of it is as well. As a lot of people are just getting really kind of tired of just all this airbrushed color on models. You know, it's hard to discern a paint job when, you know, everybody's paint jobs look the same. you know, because they're done using the same shortcuts as each other, you know, and everybody's borrowing the same technique and, you know, doing things in the same fashion and using the same colors, and you know what I mean, like everybody's paint jobs look the same, right? And it's boring. It's boring. Um, and in fact, I like when I see these kind of messier type paint jobs, and you know, it really comes down more to the artist's um, use of color. You know, what color palettes they're choosing, and the way they're blending colors onto the model, and what kind of effects they're going for, and you know, yeah, there's a few artists out there that I've seen that, yeah, their stuff is really kind of wow, you know. Um, but I mean, like they dedicate a lot of their time to it, you know. Myself personally, I mean, like, I'm only concentrating on like one project to do for Crystal Brush. I'm still in the initial phases of it. I should be I picked up the model like over a month ago, and I should be well into like laying color down on this model, and I'm still in the initial phases of it. And so, you know, I got to get my ass in gear and, you know, get it done. But otherwise, yeah, there's not really any kind of, you know, painters that I'm like, you know, just who I follow on YouTube. Like if I had a favorite painter, it'd be Lester. It'd be Lester Bursley. He's a really awesome cat, cool guy, and you know, he's a master with the airbrush, you know. So yeah, he's just a good guy all around, you know. Had the pleasure of meeting him 2 Adepticons ago. Yeah, 2 Adepticons ago. I don't. It sounds like a weird Adepticon to go. Adepticon to go. Anyway, um, yeah, and it was a lot of fun hanging out with him, and you know, we didn't really talk painting or anything like that. We were just talking life, and you know, all sorts of crazy crap, which was fun. Like I said, real good guy. Bum, 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 bum. Skull. I learned from Highlander that a critic is only someone who couldn't make it as an artist. Yeah, or somebody who just, you know, has just kind of a weak soul, you know, because it takes a strong soul, it takes a hard soul to keep going, pursue your dreams. Critics always seem like they're always tearing things down. Oh well, it could have been this way. It should have been like that. And you know, oh my God, and that, bah. Yeah, I have no time for critics. You know, even though sometimes I guess I sit here sometimes and critiquing, right? But I mean, I think of it more like when you guys are sending me pieces and asking for my thoughts and such, I take more of a standpoint of not critiquing it in that sense, but more like I guess more like a teacher. I guess is really the way the way I look at it is more of a teacher. Like, you know, it's like, here's your homework assignment, and then you bring it back to me, and then I say, well, here's where, you know, you could do something better. Here's where you did something right, and you know, here looks good, and here, you know, maybe you could have went differently, and you know what I mean. Like, I think that's really kind of where I kind of come at the way I kind of come at it. I don't, you know, I'm not looking to, like, you know, when somebody sends me a picture of their work, it's not like I'm going, oh, look at this, and he did that wrong, and blah, 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 and look, oh, learn to get better. That doesn't help nobody, you know? Doesn't help nobody. How does that elevate the community, you know? You gotta bring everybody up. It's better to bring everybody up, right? All right, we're switching to Uthran Gray. So we're going to start doing some highlights here. What time are we at? Oh, we're only 5 after. Plenty of time, plenty of time. And, oh, yeah, we can probably stay with this brush for now. add a drop of medium. There we go. There we go. And so, like I said, I've been enjoying these Games and Gear brushes for doing these glazes and such. The Citadel brushes I have work fine for glazing. They're fine. Nothing wrong with them. It's not like you can't glaze with them or something like that. It's just I'm enjoying the soft draw of them. It's feeling more like, you know, when I'm working with watercolor. And it just I'm just finding it much more I don't know, like captivating. I don't know if captivating is the right word I want, but I'm enjoying it more. I'm just more relaxed. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but oh, excuse me. Sorry for anybody who had headphones on there. Let's thin this glaze down a bit. Still a bit of a residual cough here. Let's push this color back a little bit more. I don't always glaze when I paint, but I find sometimes when I feel like I want to just take my time with something, I'll glaze it. And be very kind of controlling about the use of color. Something about a long brush stroke is just kind of something kind of satisfying about that. Just taking a color and just pushing it really far. Just kind of get lost in your brush strokes. Just relax. Just enjoy the painting. Enjoy the moment. Yeah. Congo. Hey, Congo. Did Chris shave or get a haircut? No, I didn't shave. I haven't. No, I haven't. In fact, I haven't shaved all Christmas holidays, so I got to shave. I'll probably shave tonight. And no, I didn't get a haircut. It's just my hair is up in my hat. It's all up there. It's all up there. Let's switch brushes here. Let's switch to this one. Let's grab a bit of the thicker paint back here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's grab some of these folds. What the hell? There we go. Yeah. Let's grab a bit of water here. Thin that out. Let's push that over here. Everybody's so quiet. Imagine everybody's concentrating. Is everybody working on something? Is that why we're all so quiet? Yeah, we'll stick with this brush here. Not sure if 100% behind that highlight, but keep it for now. So basically, I'm just catching the back little fins here, just kind of catching the little indents. Catch those little top gemstone thingies. I don't like that. No, sir, I don't like it. All right. Again, I suppose I shouldn't fret it too much because I'm not like going for golden demon standards here or anything like that. I'm going for a nice standard, but I mean, I'm not going for, award winning or anything. It's not like I'm going to lose sleep if this, isn't just right or anything. Well, maybe I'll lose a little bit of sleep. Maybe a little. Starting to feel a bit more like a white helmet now. Let's set a color here. Almost. And of course, when we're glazing, how are we finishing our brushstroke? We're finishing our brushstroke where, people? Where we want the color to be brightest. Right? Right? I'll grab a little more color here. Comments. Congo, the angle you were painting at made it so that I couldn't see the beard, and I was like, who are you, and what did you do with Chris? Well, who am I? Is a whole other question. And what did I do to Chris? What did I do indeed? Let's grab a bit of water here. I just want to pick out some of these little face details. Color down a bit. Catch just the tops of the helmet here. Yeah, that's it. Damn it, I should have probably put black in the face right now. That's what I should have did. Done. That's what I should have done. No wonder. Let's take a little bit of that ink. Let's use a bit of that ink and do the face. Right now, while we're looking at it here. Skull. Yep, got the Inquisitor and Sanguinar over here. Congo. I recently got some sweet Barbarian minis. Cool. Basil. I'm just thinking about what I want or should buy for my Dark Eldar army and check whether it's available. Cool. Yeah, we're going to use ink again. We're going to use ink one more time. just because we can. And because it flows so nicely. In fact, we can hit the eye and bang. There it is. Okay, let's get the face mask now. Yeah, I should have did this before. Oh well. Live and learn. Oh, this is not too bad. Let's get this side here. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm painting faces. Paint Eldrad's mug. And there we go. Just clean that up and be ready to go. Cool, yeah. So, there. Now then. And now. What do I do with the rest of that color? Do I have any left here? Yeah, I got a little bit. Or will it mix? Is it still wet? Is it still wet, you suppose? We'll find out. It's still sort of wet. Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. But there we go. Pick out a little details of his mug. Like so. Do 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 do. I'm gonna grab some more color though. Probably gonna fall out of frame here, kids, but bear with me. Just gotta get these little cheeky bone things. Cheeky bone? Cheeky bone. And there we go. Perfect. Yeah, let's do a little bit more like that. Perfect. There we go. Alrighty. Now the next question becomes, what do I do with the Wraith Bone? Do it bone or do it gold? Comments. Johnny Wraith, Chris, what did you use to shade the white of the helmet? I used Dark Reaper. Oh, you can't see the bottom. There we go. I used Dark Reaper. Used a bit of a medium and a little bit of Liquitex Flow-Aid. That's not Flow-Aid. That's what I use for the Flow-Aid, but that's what I use right there. Liquitex Flow-Aid. It's great stuff. Definitely should be in everybody's arsenal. And, yeah. So, that's Eldrad for the moment. Big question becomes, what do we do with the Wraith Bone? The Wraith Bone. No idea. None. No clue. I guess maybe I should just do it bone. Yeah. Maybe just bone. But then what do I do with the weapons? And the sword? I was actually thinking of doing the sword chrome. Just because I'm still on a chrome kick. Basil, what's the Wraithbone? What's the Wraithbone? The Wraithbone is the he's got like chest armor that runs down through the middle of him here. That's typically painted like bone. Could be painted like gold or anything like that. And oftentimes the sigils on his helmet, and of course too, what to do the staff and weapons. Because I definitely don't want to pull away from like this nice red we got going on here. And I might actually give this another layering of red, just to deepen that up some more. I don't know. You know what? Screw it. Let's jump into some. Let's jump into something here. Let's jump into Ushabti Bone. Ushabti Bone? Ushabti Bone or Karth Flesh? No, let's stick with the Ushabti Bone. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it real light. Congo, hey, I'm your host Chris, and welcome to Pimp Yo Mini. Today we're gonna chrome this sick sword. Gonna chrome it, and the Eldar homies are gonna be lit about it, yo. Man, I barely understood that sentence. Basil, how can I like and repost that comment above me? Yo, like we're gonna chrome the hell out of this thing. Pimp yo mini. Pimp yo mini. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do bone. We'll get varying colors of light colors here, like warmth. And yeah, we'll stick with this brush. Oh, just the dampness of the brush should be just enough to thin this out. Basil, Chris, you should start every show like this from now on. You know, it's not really my style. It's not my kind of vernacular I use, you know, so it would sound forced if I talk like that, you know, if I was like, yo, 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 and welcome to, you know, whatever, right? I mean, you know, it just wouldn't sound right. You know, it would sound disingenuous coming from me. Okay. Well, the bone so far, I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. That's got to be something, right? I'm not hating it. As soon as I see it, I don't hate it. Let's do his chest armor here. Where does it start? Somewhere around there. Sorry if I go quiet again. I'm concentrating. Trying to get these little edges here. Of course, too, paint frickin' dries up so frickin' fast. What's up with that, Citadel? Okay. Honestly, I'm not hating it. Other than the little boo-boo I made over here in the corner. But otherwise, you know, I kind of like the bone color. I kind of like it. I'm kind of digging it. Is there any more of that ink? I made it boo-boo. Let's grab some of that ink. Can I grab any of it? Is there any color left? Oh yeah, there's a little bit left. Let's grab a little bit of that there. Let's... Oh, I see what I did. There we go. There we go. Yes. Very good. All right. Let's come back in and hit those areas with some bone. No, I'm not hating the bone color. Not hating it so far. Where the hell am I? Basil, also, could you put a TV on your back of your Eldrad so you can watch away the brush while you play your game? Huh? Basil, by the way, Chris, do you have any videos about Vallejo's fluorescent paints? Do they have a neon kind of effect? Do you have any videos on creating neon-looking effects? I have used Vallejo's fluorescent colors. I have like a couple here. Got a couple over... Where? Oh no, they're on my other shelf over here. I've used the magenta. Magenta is my favorite, or fluorescent. Yeah, fluorescent magenta. This is my favorite. I also have a blue, the yellow, and orange. The orange is good too, but they're fluorescent. They're bright, and I do have. There's a few videos in Mini Wargaming Vault on using them. I was using it on. There's a few instances. I'll post it in the in Discord, where I use it. But yeah, it'll have to come back to me. It was a few Star Wars models. I was using it in the engine glow, and I remember I think I also used the magenta on. Oh, I also used the magenta on the Incarn, the Eldar Incarn. The ectoplasm that's flowing around it, I used magenta on that as well. Congo. Kind of want a skirmish game with actual vampires so I can be a vampire hunter. Okay. Johnny Wraith at Chris, I wonder how that Wraithbone would you look if you painted that chrome. Seems like I'd either love it or hate it. I don't know. Actually, Johnny, I did use chrome on the Wraithbone portions previously. I did use it on this little feller. Here. My Bone Singer. And I have it on his chest armor and his helmet. But I also picked out the like the Wraithbone on the helmet. I picked that out in gold. Was that gold I used? Yeah, it was gold. But I left like his flute chrome and all that. I don't know if you can see that well enough. Yeah, here, let's put him into the camera here, into the view, so you guys can see. See his little chrome. But yeah, that's my Bone Singer. So, yeah. And Eldrad, he's only going to go about that far too. He's only not going, you know, super detailed or anything. I'm not going super try hard on him or anything. Congo. AOS vampires don't feel like vampires. Okay. Johnny Wraith, I think you used the first magenta on a 30k Iron Warrior as well. Yeah, I think so. For the eye glow, right? Yeah. Yeah, but either way, Basil, the fluorescent colors from Vallejo, yeah, they're awesome stuff. If you want to use some fluorescent colors for whatever effects you're thinking of, go for it. They work really, really well. You're best laying the colors down on on like a solid white base. Like if you had like say ceramite white or just something pure white, you're gonna get the most out of the color because it's gonna fire right back at you. If you try and put it on top of black, you're gonna fight trying to bring the color up. You're best laying it on top of white, and then that way you're getting a full blast of color like that. That's I just smucked myself in the head. Anyway, what time we at here? Holy crap. Been at this for a little bit. I think we're just going to finish off the Wraithbone, and then I think we're going to call it an evening. Johnny Ray, shame on the brown rim of the Bone Singer. At least it's not a green rim. You know what? I'm getting tired of people picking on me about green rims. Y'all can go pound salt. Pooping on me for my green rims. You know what? Screw y'all. I'll take my miniatures and go home. Bad enough people here teasing me about my green rims. Congo, what about green rims? What about green rims? Not like rims on a car, but like, never mind. Anyway. Get this color laid out. There we go. Yeah. You know what? The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking the bone color. Good call. I think it was my call anyway, right? Let's throw a little bit more bone there. Like so. Oh, we got to get inside the belt area there. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking it. You know what? I'm going to throw it on this helmet. I'm going to see how that looks. Let's throw it on the helmet just to see. Just to see what we're dealing with here. You know what? I'm kind of liking it. Yeah, Mikey likes it. Anybody remembers those old references? You have to be really old, actually, to remember those. I like the bone colors on them. I like it. I'll keep it. I'll keep going with the bone. Going with the bone. I don't know why that's funny, but anyway. Going with the bone. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I like the bone. What do you guys think? The bone on the helmet and everything? What do you guys think? Yay, nay? Because you know what? Too bad. I ain't changing it. Where am I in these comments here? Basil, I was thinking of using them for highlights in the dark alley for that contrasting thing I love about them, but I guess I'm going to have problems with dark paints. Yeah, with the darker colors, like for example, if you use like, I think there's a fluorescent green. If you edged in a very bright green and then did a very fine edge in the fluorescent green, that might work. It's just if you were trying to build up the fluorescent green right from the dark. Whereas if you built up to the green and then finished with a fluorescent green, it should work. You should be able to get a really cool effect like that. Congo base rims? Yeah, the base rims, yeah. Basil, I was doing green rims when I started painting. I still do green rims. Like Johnny and everybody else can, you guys teasing me about my green rims. Even my you know what? I got a Phantom Titan, and his base is green rim. So you know what? So, yo, 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 yo. Anyway, Johnny Wraith. Chris likes using green base rims. Makes all his models look like they're from the late '80s. Again, ripping on my bases, man. Basil, they look sweet. I like it. It's nice. Clumsy. Looks good. Yeah, I'm liking that bone color. I think it looks cool. I think I'm going to stop that there for the moment. Not to say that this work on him will stop there. It'll probably progress further off camera. You know, I kind of have fun with these paint nights. They're just kind of, a hoot and just kind of getting something done and, what have you. So, this week, the first week of January, what's Saturday going to be? What's this Saturday going to be? It's like the 5th. Tomorrow's the 4th, 5th, 6th. January 6th is next Way of the Brush. Giveaway. We're doing giveaways. So anybody who's been watching Way of the Brush for a while knows what the giveaways are all about. And if you are brand new to Way of the Brush and don't know what the giveaway is all about, because I haven't done one in a while, you're going to find out. And we're going to have fun. It's Monkey's Day to play. It's the Monkey's Day to play. That's what the giveaway is all about. And what am I giving away? I'm giving away a couple things. So, it's viewer appreciation. And like I said, I haven't done the giveaways in a while. So we're doing a giveaway on Way of the Brush this week, January 6th, 2018, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune in. I'll be doing it most likely on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Maybe we'll mix them up between the Twitch viewers and the YouTube viewers. So because Twitch is kind of a low viewer count, maybe everybody wants to get in on Twitch. I don't know. Just because everybody's a Twitch viewer, right? But I mean, like, there's a couple of you guys in here tonight, So, yeah. Clubs Juggler, time to start looking for gifts. Yeah, not too bad of gifts. Remember, Clumsy, you know the drill. You've been around for a while. You know the drill. Yeah, so we're gonna do giveaway. That's this week. I think I'm done painting for now. I got other stuff to take care of, and yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? There's nothing else, was there? I don't think so. So thanks for tuning in. Leave a comment down below. What you guys like maybe me work on during my paint sessions, I mean, I've got a lot of Eldar models. I also got to finish my Star Wars models, too. There's a couple of Star Wars models I got to finish. I got to finish my Millennium Falcon. I keep talking about that poor vehicle. I haven't finished it yet. I still have way more kits to do, too. Ooh, I got tons of kits. But, yeah. I'm kind of just wasting time here now. Basil, okay, go home, get some sleep. It's 4:40 in the morning. Holy man, Basil, go to bed. Jeez Louise, dude. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, guys, I'm going to see you guys later. I'm going to take off, eh? And you guys keep on keeping on. Take care of your brushes, all that goodness. Take care of each other. I will see you guys later. As he says, as he jumps off frame.